Good day, everyone. Afternoon coffee, iced, loving it. It's beautiful out here. Thought I'd give you the nice, pretty backdrop, even though cameras are watching us. Released those first two videos. Many of you are chiming in with your comments or messaging me. I thought all the athletes were upset at first, but some of them are not upset at all. Let's go in and read a couple of these comments that have come in on the YouTube. And you, by the way, do you hear that train coming by? Very exciting. You also, please do comment and let us know your thoughts on these videos. Would love to hear from you. Helps the algorithm. You're participating in your own community. Jonathan Crawford. The CrossFit Games has clear scoring rules. Athletes and pros know the standards of movements they're going to do, and thus usually never have questions unless it is a brand new implement/movement or a question about course flow. That is the reason for the athlete briefing before all events. Not sure how this compares at all to the CrossFit competition. They know the scores and are allowed all the questions until they fully understand. To which Hunter said, "Did you compete? Did you attend the athlete briefing at our event? If so, I understand your note. If not, I'm confused by your comment." So here's one from one Taylor Overmiller, and this is specifically about the broken rowers that we learned about from event 1. I had a broken rower and can say with confidence that I was honestly impressed with how Hunter handled that situation. He did what you would hope someone in his position of authority would have done. Hustled over to try to help, apologized when solution couldn't be found, and reacted well on the fly within necessary changes. The flywheel mechanism was slipping and my metrics were stuck at 0. After about a minute of basically just pretending like it worked, we found that turning the resistance up to 10, going real slow in the beginning of the pulse that it can catch, and then not pulling any harder than 155, 500 meter pace was the only way it wouldn't keep giving out. Caleb Yates, my roommate who was there representing the Room 106 gang, was right next to me with a broken rower as well and could confirm everything I'm saying. Now, but I get that further changes may have been made to appease others. Battle Bunker felt like a once-in-a-lifetime event that I was honored to be selected for. Thankful to my wife for letting me travel to as a 33rd birthday gift, and something I truly wish will continue even if I'm never able to go as a participant again. Now, first of all, I saw a post today that referenced 106, and the Urban Dictionary told me that it meant sex. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts. Watch this video. Let us know what you think of what everyone is saying and your own personal thoughts. Again, that's how we grow the community. That's how we interact with the community. Let's have educated, insightful banter back and forth. Away we go to me and Hunter. Part 3, the Obstaclon. The Hybricon. Oh, but before we do, I was looking for the fun graphics for this video, and guess what I found? Remember how Hunter told us in the last video, hey, I told these athletes. And he said, I also told Miranda, your announcer gal. And I had forgotten that. But guess what I found on the live feed?
Close to being done yet. They still had 800 meters to sprint on the track. And like I said earlier, Hunter McIntyre, race director, gave them an opportunity to really use this sprint as a cash out. So they can come up on the leaderboard. Maybe they didn't come in first on the ruck, but it really gives them an opportunity to shine as an endurance athlete.
There you go. He said that. He did it. And there you go. Now let's get to the rest of it. Part 3. Away we go.
Let's go.
I'm not, dude. Once again, I'll refer to the CrossFit Games. They do this all the time. They do this all the time. There's literally
doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right that when they have
it's
the people,
called the boohoo clause. If you worked harder, you'd be in a better place.
The people that end up with the sleds that are like in the sun or not in the sun, like that's always like it doesn't mean it's okay. It's kind of shitty, but it's what happens. So that's what you're saying.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, moving on. Event number 3
yes.
Is I almost called it the Terminator. It's the Obstaclon. What is it called?
Hybricon.
Or the O course. I was calling it the O course all weekend. O course stands for obstacle course in the military, and it kind of usually looks kind of exactly what you guys have, minus like the rig. So let's get to the big question first. Okay. The big one. Ooh, Hunter took his hat off and now I can see how handsome he is. Like the light in his eyes came out a little bit more. I mean, He does have male model looks for at least a few more years.
No, dude, I keep on getting better.
I mean, I do. Look at me. Look at
handsome
50-year-old Mappy Davis.
You look
5-0, motherfucker. Look at this shit. Look how clear my skin is.
5-0. 5-0. Yeah. Look at this shit. Oh. 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 So
the big question that most folks had, that's if you're from Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania or Jersey, most folks had a question about the dummies, right?
Yep.
Every other event, men, women weighted different. In the O course, men, women had to do the same big ass heavy dummy. Your thoughts, Hunter McIntyre?
Well, in reality, like, this is like battle ready fitness. It's not like all of a sudden women just only deal with smaller soldiers when they're out there. You know what I mean? It's like we create an average size weight and we tried to make it as practical as possible as a field test would be. So if you want to be a soldier, it doesn't matter what's in between your legs. It's just, you have to take on the tasks.
This isn't about finding the best soldier.
Yeah, dude, it's a military battle bunker. Read the title, man. Like, have a little bit of clarity in your brain. Yep.
The obstacle course, again, if that's the case, if it's this military, cool, then why is it the same other events?
In reality, dude, it was such a small metric. It's only a little bit of time traveled. Like the girls, it's an O course, so it's a course. So we're isolating it to this one workout. It's not like we made the walls shorter for the girls. It's not like we made the rope shorter for the girls. Like, everything was even across the board. So we just want to see who is the fastest person going through our course.
But okay, so from a competition perspective, when more than half get capped out, that's boring. So give them 2 more minutes.
No, we don't have time, man. Do you understand? It took us 3 hours to get through that thing. Like, we didn't design this thing to help everybody get to the finish line faster. We designed it to find the highest level athletes. So it's not like an amusement park. It's a get shit done park. And you didn't get shit done, so you got time capped.
Giving me gold. That's a fucking reel right there. I'm gonna make that one and the boohoo clause and the other. You said something else really good earlier. The people that complain are at the back. Those are all gonna be amazing clickbait for me. That's good shit.
Please share it. Like, I didn't create any of these things to give people disadvantages. So you got to understand, like, much like Broken Skull Ranch, this course record is going to sit for a while. You have opportunities to come compete against the best scores. And, Ida and VJ's scores sit as the best scores in history right now for male and females. So, come beat it. And the sandbags will weigh the same. Sorry, the dummies.
So the scoring for that course, you told Ryan Kent this means everything. Why did you tell him that?
Because it was the last event. He was in the lead, but he wasn't like such an alarming gap that it was going to make a huge difference. You know what the reason why I believe Isaiah won is because he went up against VJ, and VJ ripped through it so hard that his level of magnetism kind of pulled, Isaiah through. Isaiah went through the beginning of that course with VJ faster than anybody. And then he tapered off a little bit at the end, but he was already so far ahead. I think he took 3rd in the obstacle course, and I think Kent took 7th.
So that's a big. And who did Kent go against? I think he went on against somebody
Newbie.
good, didn't he?
He went against Jared Newbie.
All right.
I mean, dude, it's one of those kind of things where it's like it was so close, and I made it astoundingly clear. I was like, "Fuck, man."
So yeah, so that's all we want to see. We just want to see a big leaderboard with VJ, Leon, Isaiah, Kent, blah blah. We just want to see the leaderboard. That's all we want to see.
I would like to do that too.
So you will be coming out with that soon.
Yes.
Can I hold you to a time this week, next week, Christmas?
I would like to have it done this week, but as I said, I need the really accurate pieces of paper. We have a master scorecard. We have these scorecards, and they have to look clean so I can read them.
Right.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, though, the further you get away, right, the sometimes things get wonkier. That's all.
Do you want me to do a good job or a bad job?
I want you to do a great job. And when you ask a judge what happened here and they go, I don't know, it was a fucking week ago. That's all.
Yeah, man, I don't have the scorecards. I just showed you. Literally, I showed it to you so that
I'm
people
just-
can't complain.
Right. And
You know, I want to wreck the industry. I want to go to the people that are right in front of me, and I want to crumble them. And then I want to build up and rise up the entire integrity and quality of the business. Like, you know, one thing that has broken my heart is that I believe I've done some of the coolest things in the entire world athletically, and nobody fucking knows. Like, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to see it, did it really happen? And we're going to try to change that. We're going to try to bring some eyes to the sport and grow it a little bit.
Alrighty, that's it. That's all 3 videos. Will this live as a podcast? Probably. Was there some in here that will make the podcast that wasn't in this so far? Yes. Not a lot, to be honest, but I did cut out some things to get to the point quicker because you guys are so fucking impatient on YouTube. You got to turn a 10-minute convo into a 7-minute convo for you to watch it, because that's the world we live in, including myself, by the way. I'm trying to do something, and I click on one video and it says 3 minutes. I'm like, can I click on a video where it says 42 seconds? Especially, you know, when you want to learn how to do something and they go, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to do such and such. You're like, cool, let's get to it. So when I first learned how to do such and such, I was 12 years. Tell me how to do the thing. All right. Love you, Mr. Mean It. I got to run.